I am always fascinated by the intricacies of flowers and even just plants in general. I mean, they are just amazing. And this that you see here is a passion flower. And where I live, here in Central California, um, passion flowers are they're a perennial. They die back in the winter, especially if we get a fairly good hard freeze in January. Um, but I just planted these. I had two plants and I planted them, and I want you to just see how huge these plants got. They're growing like a hedge all over my fence here and even across the adjoining fence. So one of the things that passion flower is really good for, works kind of like a sedative, except it's not a sedative. You may have heard of someone talking about your fight or flight reflexes being in your sympathetic nervous system or your parasympathetic nervous system. That's all about anxiety and all of those kinds of things that happen to us. Well, passion flower is one of those things that works fairly well to bring us back into that relaxed state. So therefore, it's good for sleep, and it's good for anxiety, and you just make a tea out of all parts of the plants. And before I was really solid on having available for people a good CBD product. Now, to me, a good CBD product has to be a true full entourage. You want to look for something that is actually a cold process extract that has everything the plant has to offer. But anyway, before I was really solid on that, and I was like, this is going to work. This was the plant that I suggested to people who were trying to get off of opioids, or people who were trying to get off of even any other kind of painkiller in general, because passion flower did and still does work fairly well for that. But of course, with all the new research and that coming up, we know that the thing that's really going to change the face of the opioid problem is the flower of the hemp plant.